Hello children, how are you? In last video we have seen mixture, components, elements, heterogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture. Now in this video we are going to see next methods of separation. Different substances need to be separated by different methods. So we will see some methods of separation of substances. So today we will see hand picking method, threshing method, winnowing method and sieving method. So first method is hand picking method. The components of a solid-solid mixture can be separated by hand picking method. This is only useful when the particles are large enough to be seen clearly. It is the most commonly used method of separation. For example, separating pebbles from rice or dal, separating grass from mint leaves, separating different parts of a salad. So this is hand picking method. With the help of hand we are separating the substances. This is hand picking method. When we are going market children, at that time we are purchasing vegetables. So when we are coming at home we need to separate that. So with the help of hand we can separate vegetables picking with hand. Just like potato, now I am separating tomatoes. So different components can be separated with the help of hand picking method. But the thing is that the particles size should be large enough to be so that we can pick up. So this is hand picking method. Second method we are going to see, that is threshing method. So let's see what is threshing. Threshing is the method that generally used by farmers to separate the grains from the stalks after harvesting. The dry stalks are beaten or threshed to separate the grains. However, in large farms, threshing is done by threshing machines. Nowadays, we are using threshing machines. So, with the help of that threshing machine, we can do harvesting as well as threshing also. Now, next, third method is winnowing method. The process of separating dust or husk particles with the help of wind is called winnowing. Mixture of grains and husk are allowed to fall from a height. Heavier grains fall on the ground and the lighter husk particles are carried away by the wind. Example, mixture of husk and grain. As you can see in the picture, that person has to be stand on highly raised platform, and with the help of wind the husk particles are blowing away and the heavier particles of grains are falling down on the ground. So it is allowed to fall from a height. The grains are allowed to fall from a height, and after that the husk particles are separated with the help of wind and heavier particles are down on the floor. Next method we will see sieving method. It is called sifting as well as sieving also. And this method is used to separate impurities of different volume, means different size. All impurities of smaller size fall down through holes in the container. Example, flour, sieving sand at construction site. You can see different pictures over here children. To sieve flour, we use different kind of sieve. To sieve sand, we use different kind of sieve sand. Okay. Here you can see children different sizes of sieves. Now I took flour in the sieve and I will sieve. So you can see children, the particles are falling down. And you can see after sieving, the smaller size particles are falling down and we can separate the impurities from flour also. Now we will see video to understand different methods of separation. Separating substances: straining, sieving, churning, centrifuge, hand picking, threshing, winnowing. These are the methods of separating substances. You must have seen people passing their brewed tea through a strainer before drinking it. The strainer contains tea leaves and the cup below has clean liquid. So this is called straining method. We used straining method to separate tea leaves from brewed tea. Straining is a method of separating substances. We use the straining method many times. Can you think of where else we use it? We use straining to separate cream from milk. With the help of strainer, we can separate cream and milk. We use straining to separate pulp and seeds from the juice. From juice also we will separate all impurities with the help of strainer so that juice we can drink. We use straining to separate water from the pasta so that excess water we can drain with the help of that colander and pasta is remaining in the container. So this is also straining method. We also sieve to separate solids of different sizes. We pass flour through a sieve to remove large particles in it. The bigger impurities are remaining in the sieve. We pass sugar through a sieve after we powder it to remove large particles that may be left. A sieve is just like a strainer. The size of the holes changes in different sieves. Depending upon the size of particles we can use. If we want to remove large stone from sand used for construction, we can sieve it with different kind of sieve. The fine sand passes through the sieve. The large stones are left behind on the sieve. A colander is a kind of sieve too. The holes let out the water after we wash the vegetables. What did we just learn, children? You have to note it down. Straining or sieving is a method of separating substances. The size of the holes changes from sieve to sieve. We choose the sieve depending on what we want to separate. We churn curds. What happens after churning for some time? The butter separates from the curd and rises on the top so that we can separate butter and curd. So the liquid that is left behind is called as buttermilk. So churning helps us to separate butter from curds. We can also separate blood into its parts by using this method of separation. Blood is put into bottles that spin really fast in a machine. The machine is called centrifuge. It separates the blood into its parts. Plasma, after that white blood cells and platelets, and after that red blood cells. You can see different layers are there. Then blood banks store these parts separately as they last longer when stored this way. When we use this method to separate substances, it is called centrifugation. The machine in which it is done is called centrifuge machine. We use centrifugation to remove fat from milk and make skimmed milk. We use centrifugation to remove water from clothes during the spin-dry cycle. Where else do we use centrifugation to separate? Note it down. We use centrifugation to remove fat from milk to make skim milk and removing water from clothes in the spin cycle of the washing machine. What did we just learn, children? Note it down. Churning or centrifugation is another method of separation. We use this method to separate butter from curds or different parts of bloods we can separate by centrifugation. You might have it in chivda. What do you do if you don't like peanuts? Yes, you are separating with the help of hand. Picking out by hand is a method of separation. Can you guess what it is called? It is called hand picking. We use hand picking to remove stones in rice before cooking it. In this method, stones and husk are separated from the wheat, rice and pulses. We can use hand picking for separating things when the things are dry, when the things are big enough to be picked up by hand, when the things that are to be separated look different. Hand picking is method of separating substances. We have learned that. So you have to note it down, and to do this, things must be dry and easy to pick up by hand. One should be able to see the difference in the things to pick up. When farmers harvest grain, the grains has a coating called chaff. The chaff is not eaten, so the chaff need to be separated from the grains. This is done by beating the grain stalks up on the floor. This is called threshing. Another way to do it is to lay out the stalks and make oxen or donkeys walk on it. It is traditional method. Nowadays, thresher machine we are using. So nowadays threshing is done along with harvesting by combine machine. In threshing, the grain is removed from chaff, but two are still together, mixed together. So we need to separate that. How is this done? So mixture is thrown down from a height when the wind blows. The chaff is lighter than the grain, so it is blowing down with the help of wind. If you don't have too much grain to separate, you can even do it with fan. This method of separation is called winnowing. You can even throw the grains in the air like this. Normally, we get peanuts like this with their skins on. After roasting, we can roll them in our hand to remove the skin. The process of removing skin is similar to threshing. Then you can winnow them like this and let the skin blow away. This method is used by farmers to separate husk from grains, or to do it on your kitchen counter with a hairdryer. So what did we just learn, children? You have to note it down. Threshing is a method of separating substances. Threshing is done by rolling or heating the substance to separate it from the other substance. Winnowing is a method of separating substances. Winnowing is done by letting wind separate the lighter substances from the heavier one. So let's recapitulate all the points whichever we have seen today, children. Methods of separation we have seen. In that we have seen hand picking method, threshing method, winnowing method, sieving method, churning method and centrifugation method. And its use in day-to-day life. We have seen many examples related to our daily life. Now last but not the least, very important topic, moral value. By separating, we have seen sieving method. So we can separate some things related to our life also. Bad thinking and good thinking we can separate. We can separate bad thinking from good thinking. So we can become a successful person in our life. Because if bad thinking will blow away, then only good thoughts will come in your mind and you will think in a good way. So you must be thinking that why your teacher is telling about moral value. Yes, children, I am telling because it is also important. All parts of moral values related to your study topics also, we can correlate that and we can behave that, we can follow all that things so that we can become a good human being. That is also important. So observe all activities and behave properly. Now at last, I would like to give you some questions. You have to note it down and you have to just think on this and write it by your mind. Do not learn. Just only try to write with your mind only, so that you will understand that whatever the concepts are there, whether it is clear or not. So note down the question. Explain hand picking method, sieving method, winnowing method and threshing method with one example each related to your daily life. So we have seen today all these methods, sieving, winnowing, threshing, all these methods we have seen today. Now on tomorrow means next coming video, you are going to see different another methods of separation, sedimentation method, decantation method, loading method and filtration method. So before watching that video, children, you have to read that topics and you have to find out the hard words meaning before watching this video. Thank you for watching video. Stay safe, stay healthy.